This is smilejos67 welcoming you back with Dax Isidoreth Hispalensis, and I've cleaned up my inventory, so it's time to do Concordia Mercius. Speak to her.
You look capable. I could use some help. If you aren't afraid of a ruthless, dastardly scoundrel. Let me start again. I represent Cyrodilic Collections, a society dedicated to finding, retrieving, and restoring lost treasures of the Argonians.
What kind of help do you need?
Our society consists of my sister, myself, and a few associates. We've been preparing an expedition to return the antiquities we've recovered to Murkmire, deep in the heart of Black Marsh. Unfortunately, our competition has become aggressive.
The ruthless, dastardly scoundrel you mentioned?
One and the same. Margus Darius. He's a looter of history who cares only about profit. He was a member of our society until he stole our research and disappeared. I need you to infiltrate the nearby Outlaws' refuge and find out what Margus is up to.
I'll see what I can learn from Margus Darius.
While I've never visited an Outlaws' refuge myself, I have it on good authority that all manner of ne'er-do-wells frequent such places. Scoundrels, black marketeers, and smugglers of ill repute. Just the sort of company that Margus keeps.
What should I look for in the Outlaws' refuge?
Talk to a few more connected rapscallions that conduct business down there. I know a few of them by reputation. Look for Grathal, an information broker, Urzashi, an antiquities black marketeer, and Ashundir, a historic treasure smuggler.
Tell me more about Margus Darius.
Margus originally approached us as a friend and benefactor. I honestly thought he wanted to help return the lost Argonian treasures to their rightful owners. He worked with us for a time, but it wasn't long before he revealed his true colors.
Oh, she's ended up in the shade now. Look, sun's moved across. And what did he reveal?
Margus wants the antiquities for himself. This competition has taken a violent turn. He has a brutal temper and some skill at spellcasting. Makes me fearful for my associates. Anyway, I think Margus is especially interested in pre-Duskfall relics.
Duskfall?
Duskfall refers to the slow decline of the great Zoxlil civilization. Ages ago, the Argonians built pyramids called Zonmirs, and were much more advanced. Most of our research deals with the more dangerous relics of that period.
Zoxlil is a name the Argonians call themselves. For your information, Cyrodilic Collections is looking for dangerous relics.
No, not specifically. But even a hammer can be used for good or ill. Margus seeks one of the pre-Duskfall relics, I'm sure of it. I just need to figure out which one before something terrible occurs. With your help, we can avert a disaster.
What does Cyrodilic Collections do exactly?
We're historic investigators. We research and seek out antiquities stolen from the Argonian homeland. When we find them, we return them to Black Marsh. Well, that's the plan. We have a few more items to collect before we make our first journey.
You plan to return every item you find?
Certainly the most important ones. We do need to raise enough gold to finance our operations, though. We'll hold on to a few items to eventually open a museum in Black Marsh. A place where these cultural treasures can be enjoyed by everyone.
You know, I've been watching the shadow crawl across since I noticed she's fallen into the shadow. She started off in the sunshine. Have a look. Actually, you know what you do? You spin the video back in a few minutes and you watch this line of shadow move across. Very well done, Zenimax and Bestarter. Very good. Now, why to focus on Argonian antiquities?
My sister Famia became fascinated with Argonian history during our time at the university. When she returned home, her stories intrigued me, and I became interested in the topic as well. I can't wait to join her in Murkmire.
You mentioned that expedition to Murkmire.
As soon as we recover the last of the Argonian antiquities on my list, we'll organize an expedition to that region of Black Marsh. My sister's gone on ahead to set up a base camp and smooth the way with the locals.
So you're really just going to return these items to the Argonians?
We plan to return most items to their rightful owners. We chose Murkmire, since our research suggests the majority of the items on our list originate there. Finding the rightful owners may require additional expeditions in the area, though.
Why do you need me? And hence, the Murkmire area on the Murkmire DLC, we can go there later. Oh, 24 days in November. Oh, I know some days I'll be away. I don't know if I can manage it, but I shall try. Why do you need me to infiltrate the nearby outlaws' refuge?
I may be new to the Argonian antiquities trade, but Margus and his cronies know me all too well. They'd turn me away or stick a dagger in my back before the door closes behind me. I need someone without any ties to Cyrodilic Collections for this.
You know, a bit of plate armor would help against a dagger in the back. Like I've got. Solid cuirass. And what will you be doing in the meantime?
I have other agents that need to be supervised and coordinated. Marcus has already beaten us to a few choice antiquities. I need to make sure that trend doesn't continue. I also have a few leads of my own to follow up on. I'll see you back here.
Righto! Will do. Right, onto... It's going to be a difficult name to remember. Clavatus! Such a horse doesn't exist in the real world. Oh, let me cut across there. Interesting actually, when I looked up the Latin for stripes, the first word that came back is alba, and I thought... Alba actually means white. I don't know why it comes back and says white, and I know that. Interesting, I haven't little tidbit. Catholic priests and the like, and the Orthodox, wear a white alb underneath their priestly vestments. They have a stole. There's a white alb, which is like a gown type thing, and they're tied with a rope. Then they have a stole, like a scarf hanging down across both shoulders, and then name escapes me for the moment. Big thing over the top. But that's okay. But the alb is a symbol of baptism and of purity, which is why they wear a baptismal garment. And I see they are scattered around. Okay, let's speak to you first. Uzasi.
The black market is closed. This one has inventories to catalog, and my assistant has yet to return. I sent him to retrieve a package, but he never came back. Bother someone else, please.
Does your black market deal in Argonian antiquities?
You don't take a hint very well, do you? To answer your question, this market buys and sells certain items of historic value. We maintain an extensive list of wealthy collectors, and are always on the lookout for specific relics. Why do you ask?
I need to find out about a collector named Margus Darius.
You want to know about Margus? Interesting. Very well. Perform a service, and this one will tell you what you want to know. Locate my assistant and bring him back. Or at least tell me if it is time to hire a new one. Good help is so hard to find.
Now I guess Get has a good chance in this business. Where did your assistant go?
This one sent Argar to an old ruin. He was to pick up a package from some thieves we do business with and bring it to me. Here, let me mark the location on your map. Go find out what happened to him. Then I will tell you about Margus Darius.
I'm expecting the ting to tell me the map's updated. Anyway, let's go speak to the other ones. See, these people are only here for the quest, because otherwise normally you get the fences over there, and the banker. Banker? Financer?
If you are looking for information, then you've come to the right place. I am the most knowledgeable broker in the refuge. On the other hand, if you work for the town guard, I have no idea what we're talking about.
I seek information about Margus Darius.
Well, information is my primary business, and business is good. Which reminds me, I never give anything away for free, especially information. Perform a favor for me, then I'll tell you what I know about Margus Darius.
What kind of favor are we talking about?
The best kind. One that benefits us both. Allow me to mark a house on your map. Inside you'll find a crate that contains an elegant jacket. I am something of a snappy dresser, and I want that jacket. Bring it to me, and I'll tell you all about Margus.
deal on your behalf. Wonder where this crate might be. Can I see it marked on the map? No, talk to Quiet Elegant and Jacket. Not quite clear. Is that here in David Darwin's watch? Oh, I'm sitting underneath Darwin's watch. One more. Oh, here's the other one.
1,000 greetings, Wayfarer. This is no place for casual visitors. You have wandered into a nest of vipers. But have no fear. A Shundir will take care of you. Come closer and let us conduct business.
You're a Sinjay the smuggler? I need to ask you about something.
Oh, I prefer merchant to smuggler, but call me what you will. I transport rare and valuable antiquities, no questions asked. I'm also considered the most knowledgeable Argonian relics expert outside of Black Marsh. So, how can I help you this day?
What can you tell me about a person named Margus Darius?
Ah, I know Margus well. We both deal in antiquities. He actually approached me recently. As a consultant, you understand. So I'm familiar with Margus's current plans. I am happy to share that information, in exchange for a simple favor.
Now, I think it's going to be more fun to actually do what he wants us to do, even if it means stealing.
I require a Wamasu egg.
Oh.
Not just any egg, mind you. A specific egg from a specific nest. Let me mark the location on your map. Bring me an egg from that nest, and I'll tell you more about Margus than you really care to know.
I'll get you the Wamasu egg. This sounds exciting.
Do not take too long. I want an egg, not a hatchling after all. May 100 shades of luck color your days, Wayfarer.
Right. Oh. Let's go back out.
Well,
And what's it going to be? Has the sun set yet out there? Because perhaps then I shall finish on this side and carry on with the next exciting episode of Dax Isidoreth Hispalensis on the other side of the door. Be well.